welcome back to Man Matters podcast with Nate and myself, Darvin. Thank you for joining us this week. We have a lot of covering up. For example, last week matches of I was looking forward for Aaron Blankfield. I can't pronounce the last name. Going against Macy Barber in the main event because Aaron, she has nasty jiu-jitsu game. Shout out to the Silver Fox. She's one of her students. I was looking forward to how she was going to piece her up, Macy Barber, because Macy Barber has been on and off for last year. Initially, she didn't make weight. Macy Barber.
Yeah.
The day before, she was having trouble. War on the street during the last year. She in the outer world, we call that she has some aftermarket parts put on. She was off, and coincidentally, she was off by 0.5 pounds. In the outer part, I don't know the motorcycle they call it. I don't know how many cc's she put on. Well, to be off that much, half a pound to make that 126-pound limit.
Dang, she looked rough in that weigh-in too.
Yes,
she definitely. It's not for lack of trying, but
yeah, because she was a whole weight trying to make the weight, and then she had to dress down, trying to make the weight still.
Yep.
Once able to make the weight, so she was like getting sold the purse. I can't remember what the numbers are. This is like 30% of her purse she's supposed to give to Aaron. Well, win or lose.
Yep.
And then when I was watching the fight that night, I was like, what is this taking so long for commercials? And then they cut to the commentators, and I think Luke was the one that brought it out. Like, hey, we have some unprecedented issues right now. Macy Barber just is not walking out because the fight was called out at the walkout.
Yeah. I've never heard of that happening, but yeah, that's crazy.
According to Erin, she said that Mickey Maynard was the one that told her that Macy had a seizure, and she wasn't cleared by medical before she was able to walk out back again.
It's crazy to think that could have happened on the way out, or could have happened in the cage.
Yeah, but they said it was a pseudo seizure. They can see like a cat, because usually they do CAT scan for fighters before they go into fights, and that's part of their physical. Yeah. Usually they go to the PI and having to do all those. Because I remember Thiago always had to do that, and that's why they found I don't know what the medical terminology is, but it's like some sort of like a potential for a brain bleed, and he had to go into surgery for that. They canceled one his fight because of that.
Yep.
Because in order for him to pass physical, one of the things is CAT scan, check the brain. But according to Macy Barber, they don't know what it was. She can explain it. She said she barely remember what happened. Do you remember her thing asking her coach if she was able to go there, or she had to go see medical help, things like that, because she was sent to the hospital and she stayed at the hospital. So there's nothing like pinpoint what caused the seizure.
I wonder if it wasn't just a hard weight cut, because that really messes with you.
Yeah, it's not telling, because usually also, do you know how much damage she took during the camp as well?
Mm-hmm. That's true.
There's all these people, they take heavy hitters and you don't want that in practice.
Right. I wouldn't. Yeah. That's, I don't know. Definitely unfortunate. That would have been a cool matchup. I'm sure Aaron was plenty disappointed, but I mean, what can you do at that point?
Yeah. Well, the thing about it was that Aaron, she said that Macy was not going to make it to the cage Saturday night. She called it, I call it. I jinxed myself. That's what she said. I shouldn't have said that. Because she always finds a way. Because the reason she said that was because she had fights canceled before for Macy Barber. So that's what she was saying, that she probably wasn't going to make it to the cage.
Oh my God.
Like, well, call it.
Some fights just are not meant to be.
Yeah. Find another job. That's what she got. But people were giving help to Erin because she said, like, she told Macy Barber she would probably get her stuff together if she's going to be a fighter. I mean, because Erin, she put in a lot of time, camp, money spent, training, and she was able to fight, because I mean, this is number 4 and number 5 in the division.
Yeah.
And I think it's close to a total elimination match because Shevchenko just fought. So number 1, number 2 are out. Who else is in there? But this is Shevchenko. Okay, so I think Shevchenko. Alexa Gross is going up to 125. Jesus Christ. My echo is answering my question. But Grasso, because I said Grasso's first name. But Grasso's 120. He's we went up to 125 now for 115 because it was Soundwave League weight class.
Mm-hmm.
No, never mind. She was in there. My bad. So Grasso, he has a match coming up. Number 2 fall. So yeah, she's number 4. So her and Macy Barber is supposed to be like for a title eliminator because Shenko, Natalia Silva. So yeah, that was a title elimination fight probably between her and Macy.
Yeah.
So she said she's not gonna fight Macy again. She's not gonna stand up for her.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Do you blame her?
No, not at all.
So she's getting flagged because they found out that the reason why it was canceled was because of the seizure. Like, that's unconsidered errand for saying that. Like, sorry, man.
Nah, yeah, I don't know. Especially if it's been like scheduled and canceled so many times, I would just nah,
Yeah,
not worth it.
The ship has sailed. Find somebody else
Right.
on your way to your title. Speaking of way to the title, Thomas Pinot said that John Jones had retired. He's a new champion. Yeah, he's the undisputed champion now because John Jones, you see his videos, he's just digging around.
Yeah. Oh,
Russian.
Yeah. 100%.
That man is retired.
Yeah.
Just call it.
Yep. That's the truth, man. I wish Jones would just get out of there.
Yeah. I mean, Thomas Pinot has been the champion, the interim champion for 70% of John Jones' reign as a heavyweight champion. That tells you.
Yeah. That really does tell you something. I saw something about them signing a fight agreement, but I don't know if it was true.
That John Jones said that the UFC and Thomas Pinot, they were coming to an agreement, but he cannot disclose about it just yet. Whether what the fight is going to happen, when it's going to happen, or where it's going to happen. That's what he said. But that's just coming from John Jones, the guy that's being avoided Thomas Pinot. And he's getting a lot of flack nowadays for ducking him. Yeah. So if I was getting a lot of flack for dodging somebody, I would say the same thing.
Right.
It's somebody else's fault that the fight is not happening. Negotiation, money, etc., etc.
Yeah. No, that's so accurate. I don't know. What do you think you'd do? Like in Tom's place, if you're seeing this guy just dicking around and doing whatever he wants and just not taking life seriously.
Just have me sign up by somebody else.
Yeah.
There's other fighters in there that are available for fighting. Now Cyril Gane. I don't think he has fought Cyril Gane yet. Tom Aspinall.
Really? Okay.
Having a matchup versus Cyril Gane. And also a Paris match is coming up. UFC Paris. That would be the perfect card to put Aspinall versus Cyril Gane.
That's true. That is true.
September, 2 days ago, UFC returns to Paris for must-see night of action on September 6th. That'd be the perfect.
That would.
3 months from now. Oh, that'll be Labor Day weekend?
Was that really?
I'm not sure. Probably, yeah. Because it'd be September 6th or September 1st is the Labor Day, that weekend after Labor Day. But, I mean, that would be the perfect. Both of them are from Europe. One's from England, the other one from France. Makes sense. Put both heavyweights for the title.
That would be a pretty exciting matchup too.
Yeah. Because both of them are really athletic. That's not your stereotypical heavyweights.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. No, they both pack a punch. They both, they're quick.
Yeah, their footwork is too. They're nasty footwork.
I genuinely wonder, like, what did John Jones do? Because I feel like anybody else, Dana would have just booted by now. Like,
yeah,
he got some kind of blackmail on Dana.
He has to. I mean, how many people have been stripped of the title? Tony Ferguson got his title stripped because he blew his knee doing media obligation for the UFC. He was even his fault. He got the title stripped for as an interim champion.
Yep.
Like you remember another champ.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that one. That is, that makes it even worse.
Yeah, like, dude, I was doing media obligation for you guys. He's contractually bound. He has to do media obligation for the Khabib fight. And he was wearing his sunglasses. He didn't see the kid would blow his knee.
Although, like, I guess I can kind of see from Tom's point, like, the matches that he has now as an interim champion like, do they really count as like defenses? Like, I don't know how that looks as far as records go. If that's something that he's looking for,
He also a
he has
pay-per-view
some fight
buys.
challenge. What's that?
Pay-per-view buys.
Yeah.
He's
Okay.
not getting any points for that because he's
Yeah.
not the champion. He's the interim champion.
Yeah.
Do you get same points as a undisputed champion as you do as an interim champion?
Mm-hmm.
That's a question. According to his money, according to his legacy, all that,
Mm-hmm.
because that guy that he wants to go against is avoiding him. So maybe that's what he's trying to get under his skin and force the fight.
Right. Yeah.
He's not the
100%.
champion anymore. I'm the champion, and I'm not the undisputed champion. If he wants to like get the champion, he has to go through me. He got the title. He has to go through me.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I can't, somebody was posted something about signing petition for getting John Jones stripped of the title.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought I saw something about Dana getting interviewed, and somebody asked him about that, and he's like, I don't care at all. Like, I could care less.
He keep saying that he's the greatest of all time. That's what he's doing.
Yeah.
He doesn't strip him of the title.
Okay. Like, yeah, he's very good, but
Yeah, but
or was.
he's holding up the whole division.
Mm-hmm.
The most excited division that's considered the most excited division
Right.
in the sport is that one,
Mhm.
and there he's holding it.
Yeah. I wonder, do you think he's like cycling off something?
I'm
Would
not
that be it?
sure because he should be on the pool, testing pool, regardless.
Okay. Okay. I wasn't sure how they did that. If they tested a certain period of time before fights or.
Oh, well, I don't know. That was USADA. He used to be international. He's in Russia, remember? In the Ultimate Fighter Russia, he was one of the coaches out there.
Mm-hmm.
Makes a lot of sense if he wants to take some of the tea that they have there
That's true.
in Russia. So the Russian
He's
Olympic
got a really.
supplements. The reason they got banned from the Olympics.
Yeah.
But no. We can talk about the fights this weekend. Like for example, the thing that we were talking about earlier about like bringing things. One thing I've been watching that UFC embedded, and Juliana Peña, she seems a little bit off as far as like her brain fog, or like she said she goes against people that are tougher than Kayla Harrison in her gym. One thing is she going too hard. And like for example, they ask like, when's your kid's last day of school? Oh yeah, my fight is the day before she gets out of school. Well, actually, it's the other way around. She's like, oh sorry, fighter brain. That's what she said. I just walking her kid outside and walking her dog.
Oof. That's sad.
Yeah.
That's yeah. Oh, I mean, hopefully that's an honest mistake, but I mean, getting hit in the head, it's no
I thought
joke.
she's going against Pantera. What's his name? Jerry Rodriguez is in there. Same camp.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure. And is Kayla Harrison under her skin?
I feel like Kayla Harrison is under a lot of people's skin because she's good and she's very intimidating.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's yeah. I mean, that's just a scary matchup. I think for most anybody in that division.
So she's coming to 135. That's the one thing that Peña keeps bringing it up, but I'm not sure if she's projecting about that. Say about 25 minutes, 5 rounds, 135 pounds on the dot. Kayla have never done that. She keeps bringing that up.
I mean, sure, I'm sure it has an effect, but I don't know. I mean, what does Kayla Harrison normally fight at? What's her?
I'll say 155.
Yeah.
But she has to miss weight.
Right. Right. If she can get that weight off, can you imagine how hard she's going to be hitting though at 135?
Mm-hmm.
She's going to be a big girl in that cage.
Yeah, last fight that she lost, well, the only fight that she lost was a 5 round in was it Bellator? She's in Bellator.
Okay.
Or PFL.
It's PFL.
Yeah, she was in PFL.
Yeah.
Getting confused. But it was a 5 rounds. And it's a girl that was 455 pounds. She was not able to take her down. That's the only thing Juliana Peña has to do in order to keep the fight. Like, because somebody that does a lot of takedowns, you take that away from them, they'll take you down. You carry their weight. You made them carry your weight by stopping the takedown. They had to carry you.
Yeah. Yeah.
So every time she was going for like a takedown, the other girl was going for a guillotine attacking the neck, or when she was going to the ground, she was going triangle. So she had like a nasty game too.
Interesting. Okay. Yep.
So you're gonna fight for that takedown. When you do get me down, is you be guillotine or you be like
You'll be in a bad
trying to breathe.
spot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ha. No, that's exhausting. Wow.
Mm-hmm. And Juliana Peña, would you be able to also that girl that she was going against is 155 pounds that she was carrying. This is 135 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
So it's
Yeah.
different frame.
That's the thing. I feel like if she can get down there, she's gonna be throwing this girl around. You know, that's so much lighter.
Yeah, like dude, you see her next to Holly Holm? Kayla
No.
Harrison's shoulders was the size of Holly Holm's leg. And Holly Holm used to fight 145.
Yeah.
How big she is. It's like, dude, it's years of working out, just grappling in the gi.
Yep. Yep. No, she's no joke.
She threw Alex Pereira for a demonstration.
Oh, really? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's how strong she is.
Mm-hmm.
She did Ushibata. That's what she did.
Yeah. That. I mean. Yeah. I mean, that's not just muscle, but that's skill. You know, that's
Yeah,
very impressive skill.
especially somebody as long as Pereira. And this fight is gonna be in Newark, New Jersey, which makes it interesting for the main event of Merab versus Sean O'Malley.
Yeah.
Because the last time they were in there was when Sean O'Malley was trying to pick a fight with Aljamain Sterling, was Merab's teammate, and Merab stole Sean O'Malley's jacket in the case. Remember that?
I think I do. Yeah. That's funny.
Was
I
walking
forgot
around
about
with his
that.
jacket. It was in Newark, New Jersey. That's what happened.
Merab, dude, he's crazy. I feel like he'd be super fun to be around, but
Oh
he's
yeah,
crazy.
dude. Like he's like, you see when the video he swam the whole length of the pool underwater.
Oh my god. Yeah. And like, yeah, it wasn't like a casual swim. Like he was, moving.
Yeah.
So that's crazy.
Also, in his gym is Gable Stevenson,
Hmm.
the Olympic gold medalist that he's going against Craig Jones in CGI 2. He's training for MMA. And he was looking at Merab training like, dude, this is ridiculous. He never gets tired. And the guy that was holding pads for him, like, yeah, it's ridiculous. That's the only guy that I always have a hard time with. Holding pads, he wear himself out. Holding pads for him. Merab doesn't get tired. It's like, dude, what?
Dang.
Why does he have
It's
his
not how
cardio
it's supposed to
made?
work.
Yeah, dude, like, what is cardio made out of? Nuclear power or what?
Yeah. Yeah, probably. Huh. I mean, some people are just built for it, I guess. Who knows? That's got to be genetic, you know?
Yeah, because you just keep going and going. And
Yeah.
also, he has a work ethic as well. Because
Yeah,
he
yeah,
has a
yeah, for
work
sure.
ethic like crazy. Because remember, he came from being a construction worker.
Hmm.
You know what it's like? He's humble.
Yep. Yeah.
And then he's done working out in the gym and then comes home still like rolling on the mat with a dummy, doing crazy shit, like doing like people's elbow from across the cage. And then even the neighbor comes and watch. And it's like, yeah, just do it. And the neighbor's just like, I just watch him. They even high five and stuff. It's funny.
Dang. Yeah.
It's hard to prepare somebody that doesn't get tired.
Yeah. I truly don't. I don't think it's going well for Sugar at all. Yeah. That's just such a hard thing to combat. Somebody who doesn't get tired, what do? You have to be way more skilled to beat somebody who's not getting tired.
Yeah. Because that's the one thing in jiu-jitsu. If you get somebody tired, they will give you a submission.
Exactly.
But they can get tired. They don't like they fighting the whole time.
Hmm.
How do you get finished?
Right. It feels like I don't know. It feels like a inevitable ending. You know what I mean? Yeah. You just have to know enough to survive. And then, yeah, that's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm. Yeah. Hmm.
Marlon Moraes early on in Merab's career, he almost finished Merab with a punch combination. The card that he has, he just gets his balance back again.
You can't almost finish him.
No,
You have to
you
do
have
it.
to put him out.
Yeah. No, I can't imagine he's got a weak jaw either. If he's doing what
No,
he does, you know, I'm
no.
sure he can take a hit.
He trained with Aljamain Sterling,
Yeah.
another former champion, same weight class. He's in, I think, Syndicate MMA. That's the gym in Vegas.
Mhm.
They train side off.
Okay.
He just, it's cardio.
Yeah. He seems like a crazy guy in general.
Oh yeah. Dude, you don't want to freaking talk trash to him when you're in public and you're like 4 stories up. Dude, he will climb the balconies to where you are.
Yeah. Yeah. I saw that.
Like a
That
spider
was
monkey. It's like, dude, how did he get up here?
the funny thing is, like, he wasn't, it looked like he wasn't even planning on taking a swing at this guy. He was just like walked up to him and showed him that I can get close, buddy. Like, you're not safe.
You only safe online. That's the only place you're safe.
Yeah, exactly.
And you
Yeah.
like that he will still be able to crawl into your power core. He'll find a way just to
He's
scare you.
yeah. I don't know. It's people definitely get way too comfortable being protected by rules.
Yeah. Like, dude, you might be protected by rules, but by the time the cops get here, you go get your ass whooped.
Yeah. Yeah.
You can settle in court, but you might take a couple of punches on the way.
Yeah.
Get too
Let me tell you,
comfortable.
those security guys are not too keen on stepping in there.
Oh no. They don't want anything to do with it anyways.
Right. Right.
They're there to get tickets and shit like that, but not like to separate a freaking murderer, freaking killer.
All right.
That's a nightmare.
It's one thing to break up a couple dummies in the crowd, but a fighter, oh my god, it's
It's a
another
nightmare.
story.
Because you don't want to get one of those punches. Then you be that security guard that got his
Yeah.
SK
Yeah.
fighter. You never
Yeah,
hear the end of
viral.
it. You just quit your job. You can go as a bouncer back again there.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. That would be so. Who does Merab has after this? If he beats Sean O'Malley, because Sean O'Malley was kind of like holding the division.
Mhm.
So Umar, Merab beat Umar.
Yeah.
But Sanhagen is the only one. Peter Yan versus Merab be interesting.
Who? Peter
Peter
Young?
Yan, the
Yeah.
Russian.
Yeah.
That'd be interesting. Had they fought before?
That's a good question. I don't know.
Be a
I wonder.
decision.
I wonder if
Okay,
Merab.
23.
What's that?
Merab Dvalishvili beat Peter Yan back in 2023.
By decision?
5
Okay.
rounds. Who else is he have in the division? Sanhagen.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't. Song Dong.
He's an up and comer as well. Jason Figueroa just lost versus Sanhagen.
Okay. Yep.
Sanhagen might get a leg locks on Merab Dvalishvili. Remember, he's damn, I keep forgetting his name. The Wizard.
Huh?
The guy that they call him the Wizard. He's a grappler. Leg locks. If I need to pour you, I can't remember his name right now. He had a lot of surgery. Oh,
Yeah, that's true.
Sanhagen, he has nasty hands, and also he can grapple. Mr. Merab, that'd be a good one. After this one, if he gets past Sean O'Malley,
Yeah.
because he beat Sean O'Malley, Peter Yan, beat Omar Nurmagomedov already. Sanhagen.
I mean, yeah. I mean, the leg locks are hard to deal with, or can be anyway.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of MMA guys are just not looking for that.
It'd be interesting one because mostly he's based wrestling for Merab.
Yeah.
His style.
Do you think he would ever move up?
Merab, that'd be interesting if he goes against Alexander the Great.
Wouldn't it? Wouldn't it?
Yes.
That would be a fun fight.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Because Alexander don't crack.
Oh no, because remember that when he was in the Brian Ortega guillotine, he was not tapping out to that thing. That thing was
No. Yeah.
he was on his back in the guillotine.
Yeah.
He was
Some
bobbing
willpower.
bobbing like a fish out of the guillotine. It's crazy. He still didn't tap.
Mm-hmm. Dude, that would be a fun fight.
Mm-hmm. If will they have Jair Rodriguez versus him?
What's that?
Will they have Jair Rodriguez fight Alexander Volkanovski? Because now because they moved the. Remember they were planning on doing UFC Noche in Mexico, but now they moved it to Texas in September. This is gonna be Guadalajara, but then they move it to Texas now. But Jair Rodriguez will be a good pool for that fight.
Yeah.
Because I mean, the last one was Merab versus Sean O'Malley was the main event. Wasn't even Mexican in the main event. You see Noche in the Sphere.
Dang. Huh. That's strange. Huh.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that'd be cool. I mean, it was interesting what they did with the spheres last time, but
Yeah.
I wonder what they'll do this time to make it, spectacular.
Yeah. That'd be a hard one to top off.
I think so. I agree.
Yeah. Corey Sanhagen, I know that he was a good fan racer. He made $2 million selling pictures on his OnlyFans of just his nuts. $2 million. Like, damn,
I heard
right?
that. I heard that.
You have a J Rod, which sounds like a porn star name.
Yeah.
No, Nicky Rod, he has the porn star name. He's a $1 million man, but meanwhile you have Corey Sanhagen, a $2 million man, asking why. Double or nothing, bro.
That's funny. I wonder
No,
if
you
he's like
worth being
advertising as like a UFC fighter, like nuts, or
$2 million man.
is he just completely anonymous?
Balls of steel. Balls of fury.
That's crazy.
Yeah, Corey Sanhagen, the man, the legend. Man, if the UFC doesn't work out, you can do.
Yeah. He has no problems.
He made more money there than he made a year in the UFC.
Made more money there than he will make in his career in the UFC. He's just doing that for enjoyment at this point.
He's going to do a collab with Sonya Dong. Don't make it weird. Back to the card.
Yes.
Which of these is going to be fight of the night? Like Prospect has fight of the night off the ones in here. I forget that Marlon Vera was in the same weight class, right? As Merab. Chito Vera.
What's up?
Chito Vera.
Vera?
Marlon Vera. I forgot that he's in the same weight class.
Okay.
His fight get canceled. He's supposed to be in this card. He's supposed to fight Mario Bautista.
Those are disappointing cancellations.
Yeah, Johnny Walker was canceled. Marlon Vera was canceled.
Yeah, I'd put my money on Johnny Walker being fight of the night. Seems like he's usually pretty exciting.
Yeah. I think the fight of the night is going to be Vicente Luque versus Kevin Holland.
Yeah?
Those two going at each other, welterweight.
Yeah. I mean, Holland, he does put out, I will say. He's
Big mouth, that's the nickname. Another upcoming prospect in this fight is Patchy Mex. He's 21, but I think he has like 16 finishes out of those 20. It's a good ratio of wins.
I would say. Yeah, that's nothing to Patchy Mex. What a name.
Yeah. He's now in String Couture, but he used to train out of Jackson. Wink. Greg Jackson and John Winklejohn. Black belt in Jiu-Jitsu.
Are they, does he have mostly sub finishes or striking?
Full decision, submission, knee, KO, guillotine, triangle choke, guillotine. What's a Sulov stretch?
I don't know. Sounds painful.
Yeah. Like a twister?
A Sulov stretch?
Yeah, SULOEV stretch.
That's the one where it's like a knee bar, but your leg is coming up this way, like right at your chest. Like he's got a body lock on the guy, and he's knee barring him with it up over, like his foot is above his head. That one.
Like halfway lotus?
Yeah.
Over your head, somebody said?
Yeah.
Damn, that's embarrassing.
Yeah. I cannot imagine how painful that is, though. Oh my gosh.
It's mostly submission. It seems that during the naked show, guillotines.
Okay. Yep. Grappler then. That's cool.
By decision. 30 submissions, 2 knockouts. Not bad. Only lost by decision in Bellator.
He's got a well-rounded game as well.
Mm-hmm.
He's got both, even though it's less.
He was Bellator champion, bantamweight.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize that.
Another Bellator champion, under Patricia Pitbull. But that's the up-and-comer to keep a lookout for this card.
I would say, yeah.
I seen that Patricia Pitbull, he has a fight coming out. I can't remember who, the wrong Pitbull. Patricia's his brother, Patricio. He has a fight coming out. They announced. I don't know if it's true or not. Dan Ige. Remember him?
Yeah, Dan Ige, yeah.
They have it against Patricia Pitbull. UFC 318.
Ways out, but
that's interesting. Ige versus him. Because he just fought Yair Rodriguez.
318 was that? Yeah, I don't know. How do you think the championship will go? You think it'll go all 5 rounds?
Which one?
Merab versus Sean.
I think so. Merab was going to try and cook the beans. Slow motion. Trying to get as slow as possible.
Yeah.
Because that's what he does. He just keeps the pace. Cejudo, he just beat him. Like, he was taking down Cejudo at will. and he was talking to Mark Zuckerberg on the side of the cage as he's beating Cejudo in wrestling. That's embarrassing.
That is. And Cejudo, as much as I don't like him, he's phenomenal at takedowns.
Yeah,
Didn't he do judo and wrestling?
he did wrestling.
Okay, only wrestling. Okay. I don't know why I thought he did judo as well. Okay.
But
Still.
he's good strategy wise. And his fighting IQ is good as well.
Mm-hmm.
Considering that he came into sport later on his life, his fighting IQ is good because a lot of fighters go train with him. For example, Figueiredo came train with him to get ready for Brenda Moreno. Sam Lee, she went train over there to get ready for, I think it was for one of the Rose matches or somebody else. She trained over there with Cejudo, Mackenzie Dern trained with him. Like, so he has like some respect as far as like IQ strategy and training fighters, like especially lower weights.
It's hard to plan against someone just doesn't lose energy. Because I
Yeah.
feel like most plans are made around somewhere around cardio. You know what I mean? Like how well somebody's going to keep going.
Timing and openings, but the guys just keep coming at you. You don't have an opening.
Yep.
It's like a freaking corn maze that keeps closing on in you. That's what it's like. How do you plan for that? There's no way out.
Just going to keep coming.
It's hard.
That's why I feel like you just have to have like a lot more skill than somebody to beat them if they have that much better conditioning.
You have to catch him really early, or catching on something that he doesn't know how to escape out of.
Right. Exactly. Which is hard when they have a lot of energy and can think.
Yeah. They can just freaking spaz out of it.
Yeah, exactly.
Literally.
Yep.
Spaz out of a submission or any type of hold that you try to do on him. You shrug it off. I think this is going to be a 5 rounds match.
Yeah.
Because Merab, he likes decisions. He's okay with decisions. Just mothering you. Just, he has a cardio for it. You might as well use it.
It's true. Yeah. Yeah.
He's like, I'm getting paid by the hour. That's how he likes to fight.
Yeah.
What do you think about the girls' championship? How do you think it's going to go? Do you think it's going to decision or it's going to be finished?
No, I think Kayla's going to finish her.
How do you think she's going to finish?
It's going to be a takedown, obviously. I feel like it'll be some kind of takedown off the cage and then some kind of ground and pound, I think.
Just juggernaut.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the shit out of her.
I don't think she'll need to like do a sub on her. I think she can just pound on her.
And she also has a good gym too. Yeah. American top team. Yeah. Kayla Harrison. I mean, they can plan. And that was one of the things that she brought up. The only reason you want trash talk because that's the only thing you can do to be me. Like, then you just keep bringing stuff out, like talk about my weight and my cardio, because like, just like you throwing the sink at me because you don't know what to do. How to finish it. That's all you're doing. They're making excuses for me. Like, I don't need your excuses. You're the one saying those excuses. I don't need those.
That is funny. Yeah. I feel like that kind of response in and of itself has to be uncomfortable. You know, she's doesn't even seem nervous about it.
Yeah. I mean, so I don't know if you know about this. She adopted 2 of her nephews or nieces in 2021. So she's been constantly them since 2021. In the UFC and better, they talk about like she had a farm. She had like 2 emus. She had like 60 chickens, 3 dogs, 4 cats. I said none of them actually work or nothing. They're not like the dogs don't guard. The only one that are usable are the chickens that lay eggs. That's it. The emus they use there for being. It's not a farm. It's a petting zoo.
Yeah. Yeah. That's funny.
Well,
emus, have you seen those things? Apparently, people buy them for guard birds.
Really?
Yes. I watched a video one time of like, I think it was a couple of those, and I think they were in with chickens. And there was a coyote like circling the fence, and it started to like scoot down underneath the fence, and the emu like walked up to it and like pecked it on the head, and it like jumped out of there. And like tried circling around to a different part of the fence, but the emu was just like staring at it and like walking with it. It was the funniest thing. Too. They are. They're weird looking things.
It makes sense because they are like the guardian. Because you don't. Some people get donkeys for the same reason, but donkeys hate dogs. They hate dogs for some reason. So, but emus are a lot safer.
Yeah, that's the thing. I didn't realize it, but donkeys kill anything smaller than them, apparently.
Yeah, they're freaking strong.
Yeah.
And then you have like other dogs, like guard dogs, like Great Pyrenees. Those dogs are loyal,
Yeah. Those are cool dogs. Yeah.
and they're just diehard dogs.
Hmm.
They work all the time, and they're nice. They're like a golden retriever, but just a working golden retriever.
Right. Well, so my girlfriend told me, so her mom has two Great Pyrenees, and they got them when my girlfriend was young. And apparently at night, they would like, one of them would sleep in the doorway to the hall, like to their bedrooms, and the other one would like patrol, and then they'd switch throughout the night.
Yeah.
So that's just like instinctual.
Yeah, just checking the perimeter.
Hmm.
When a Navy SEAL dies, it comes back as a Great
Great
Pyrenees.
Pyrenees.
Their jeans, it come with night vision goggles. Damn, that's wild. My sister's ex roommate, he went to a flea market, a Mexican flea market, and he bought a puppy. He's like, oh, like, is this a big dog? Like, no, it's not a big dog. They bought a Great Pyrenees that he know that what Great Pyrenees was.
It's not big.
It's not a big dog. It's a freaking Great Pyrenees.
It's not quite as big as you are.
No. These things that shed like crazy too.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, they get to be like 150 pounds pretty regularly.
Yeah. But they're nice dogs, man.
They are.
Do you see another thing about the UFC splitting their pay-per-view in their regular streaming? There were talks about how Amazon Prime will be doing the pay-per-view part. Meanwhile, ESPN or Netflix will be doing the regular, like fight nights and all that kind of things.
Really? Okay. Interesting. I mean,
They kind of did it before like that. They used to have like what Spike TV used to have regular. They have
Yep.
regular. They have pay-per-view. They had the Fox deal.
Yep.
They have different like channels that they will be showing it in.
Yeah.
When they went national and not ESPN going back to cable. Well, ESPN does make sense because they're the leader in sport. There are more chances of spreading news about sport MMA, considering that ESPN has a lot of sports that they cover.
True. Yeah.
Season don't, but MMA is year round. There's no off season.
Yep. That's very true. I mean, it's one of those sports that you can just kind of always be watching.
Yeah, and you want a platform that does cover sport year round, is ESPN.
Right, for sure. Yeah, a lot of people are buying that for the other sports anyways, so.
Yeah. It's also under the Disney umbrella as well.
That's true. Yeah. And Hulu.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. The Amazon, I mean, yeah, I could see that. They handle that sort of thing pretty well, as far as I've seen.
Yeah. But they only be doing the pay-per-view part.
Right.
I don't know how they will do like in places like big bars and things like that, how they go on streaming. Amazon Prime, I don't know how they will do it.
Yeah. Actually, there's some nations where Amazon's not legal.
Really?
I'm pretty sure.
Let me see, Brazil?
Yeah.
For trademark names in Brazil is illegal.
I thought it was, or maybe it's just different. I don't know. We had a contractor or two like come over here, and they like did a whole bunch of stuff on Amazon because they couldn't where they were. Like, can't remember what the whole thing was to go with that.
Most of them are usually countries that are not friends with the United States. So Cuba, Iran, North Korea, Sudan, and Syria. I don't see Amazon Prime deliveries on drones those well in Syria.
Yeah, yeah, right.
They hate those things over there. But they say restriction deliveries sanctions sensitive countries Algeria, Bahrain, Bangladesh, Bhutan, Bosnia, Herzegovina, Brunei, China, Egypt. Well, okay, so cannot send any orders to deliver to the following countries: Cuba, Iran, North Korea, Sudan, and Syria. But their number of locations also restricts certain items due to their content. That's a long list. Algeria, Bahrain, Bangladesh, Bhutan, Bosnia, Herzegovina, Brunei, China, Egypt, India, Iran, Israel, Japan, Jordan, Kuwait, Lebanon, Libya, Malaysia, Morocco, Myanmar, Oman, Pakistan, Qatar, Saudi Arabia, Singapore. Singapore, that's where One Championship headquarters is, right? Sudan, Syria, Tunisia, Turkey, and UAE, United Arab Emirates.
Yeah.
So I guess products are not out there, but you still be able to stream there, right?
Okay. Yep. Yep.
Because they're international. I'm not sure their streaming is, but Netflix is international. I'm not sure how. Never mind. They probably have like a local network deal because I think BT Sport is in England for the UFC, and their pay-per-views are free there. You have to pay for pay-per-views in the UK.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I wish they'd make them cheaper here.
I know, right? $80 a
What?
match.
Yeah. Well, is it 80? I thought it was even like 100 sometimes.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn.
It's been a long
But
time since I ordered one because of that.
because also I don't know if does that include the yearly, because sometimes they do that package. So you have a year subscription plus you have the night the match for the pay-per-view.
True.
Buy.
Yeah, that could be. That could be. But like, I don't know. I mean, when it was $60 was enough, but at least then you could just a couple buddies and it's fine.
Mm-hmm.
But it's getting to the point where it's like get a couple buddies and it's still a little pricey, you know?
Yeah, I'm going to start sending pictures of my nuts. Start making pay-per-view for
Just so I can
UFC.
watch UFC.
Hey, honey, hold the camera. Hold on. It's for a good cause. Trust me. The buddies are coming over. What, you sending this picture to your friends? No, it's not like that. It's worse. I'm selling them. You might get lucky enough, I sell some of my old underwears and just sell it online.
Yeah.
Scratch and sniff products. Go global just to just pay for some of these pay-per-views for matches.
Yes.
Yeah, like dude, if it gets, man, the prices keep going up, man. I'm have to freaking sell a nut.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's ridiculous because like some of the product, like sometimes they have issues with streaming as well.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if it's just in certain regions or just all together for the matches.
Is that with Amazon, you mean?
Not for the UFC like pay-per-view matches.
Yeah.
Sometimes I go like I help man because he pays for the match. I go see it sometimes over there, and like some of the matches they just like streaming just like have issues.
Yeah, that's super annoying. I mean, yeah, you paid that much money, it should be good.
Mm-hmm. Better be 3D.
Yeah.
I see some blood splattering on me when you freaking go.
Interactive. I want to feel that punch.
Oh, yeah. I want to CT in the morning just for that. Watching a couple of black eyes. What did you do this weekend? I was watching the UFC. Oh, it makes sense.
Yeah.
He paid for it. Actually, he paid. He didn't legally stream it. He had black eyes. That's a new thing for Dana White.
Dude, yeah, that's perfect. Choose your POV.
Dude, they have I know the VR sets they have NBA games you can watch it on the VR set, the Meta Quest. You like courtside. It feels like you're courtside just watching the game in there. It's for free.
That's cool. Huh.
I'd be interested to do that for like MMA.
Yeah. 100%. I mean, you could easily put 360 cams around there.
Mm-hmm.
That would be so cool. Dang.
There's a different experience, and you can just hang with your friends from different locations.
That's yeah. Because you can usually see other people. That would be so cool. Huh.
That'd be the next thing.
Your business idea.
Hey, Zuckerberg is a big UFC fan in MMA. Get it together, man. Let's get it working, man. He owns Meta. Get it working.
I was actually just looking at those because apparently there's some promotion on the Meta Quest.
Yeah. Yeah, I got one for my daughter back in Christmas.
Oh, did you? Yeah.
Yeah. Because they had like came with a video game, Arkham Shadows. It's a Batman video game.
Mm-hmm.
It's freaking surreal when you're playing there, like, dude. But you can only play like 20 minutes at a time because your balance is off and like your precision is off from playing it.
No, I believe that. Yeah.
I was like, man, like I gotta get out of here.
I remember, yeah, I played at a buddy's place, and I remember like after I took it off, I was like, yeah, just like grabbing things was like, oh my gosh.
Like texting on the phone felt weird. I was like, dude, like,
yeah,
because like, dude, like my depth perception was off. It felt weird. And they also have other games. I told you, I don't know if I ever told you when I pulled my back a few months ago was because I was digging around, punching the air, playing the boxing game in the VR set. That's how I threw my back. Punching the air, just bobbing and weaving, just punching the air and through my back, man, like an old man.
Dang, son. Yeah, that's old man stuff to do right there.
I got knocked out, but I kidney punch, man. Nobody hit me. That's embarrassing.
Dang, this game is real.
The body shots. That
Got
was
me
surreal.
good.
I was hurt, man, dude. My back was out.
Ah, that's crazy.
How do you break your back? Oh, I was deadlifting 500 pounds like that. No, it wasn't.
No, I was punching the air a little
I
bit.
was punching in the air. Like, whoa, you mad at somebody? No, I was playing a video game. Hitting, punching imaginary friends.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. But yeah, you should get one, man. You have like different stuff they can do in there. You have like hangout places. They have like stand-up shows that they have in there. You can go to concerts they have in there.
Really?
Yeah, for like different people that they play. They have concerts in there. They have like I said, of course they have games. They have like basketball games and so on, like all the sports they have in there. But it's fun.
Kind of wanted one for quite a while. I was waiting for the price to go down, but it's funny, the price isn't going down, but the metas are getting better, and those are they've stayed reasonable. So yeah, that's probably the direction I'd go if I got one.
Yeah, I usually got like the kind of like a middle, not like the one I got the middle one, not like the expensive one was like 5K or something like that.
Yeah.
Like I don't need something like that. You see, I want to like just see what it's like. Yeah,
Right.
that's also for my daughter too.
Yeah.
So like, in case she just drops it and break it, like
Yeah, it's not the end of the world.
But yeah, but those things are fun.
Yeah.
I haven't used it in a while, but I'm about to get hooked on it again. When my daughter and my wife go to sleep, gonna play the VR. Throw my bag again.
Why are you so tired lately? Don't worry about it.
Dude, I feel like I can't get up. I freaking started playing the VR again. Damn it. Call an ambulance. Just keep getting injured from a freaking VR. It's not even
Why
a
did you never
context
come to
part.
bed last night? Went to the hospital.
Just stayed there like just like the go miss the whole night. Freaking,
I knew if I called you, it'd be worse for me.
Dude, just like calling the ambulance on the echo.
Yeah.
Because you can't even get up to get the phone. You even take the headset off. That's embarrassing. Then, I mean, yeah, some people get fucked up on those things.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like jumping and stuff.
Mm-hmm. It's hard. It really it's hard to stay separated because like there was a couple of them that I did where it was like the goal was to like scare you or whatever, and like I'm trying to remind myself that this isn't real, like I'm not here, but it is hard. Even though the graphics aren't that good, it's just I don't know, it's instinctual. I think
They have one that's like haunted home or something, like horror house.
no.
Dude, like I was thinking about doing that, but dude, I haven't had nightmares for days. I
Mhm.
don't know if I'll be able to
Yeah,
handle it.
for real, you could make that crazy. I played like a zombie fighting game, and that freaked me out.
Really?
Yeah, yeah. Well, yeah, I'd be like the zombies all coming out of one door, and I'm like shooting in one direction, and then one would be like right in my face to the side of me because they were coming from somewhere else. Dude, I freaked out.
I seen those they have like that in like in arcades. They have seen something like that.
Mm-hmm.
My daughter, she screamed and just took off running out of there. I told you should be playing that.
Yeah.
When she was little. I think she was 5 at the time. She wanted to play. Like, okay, go ahead. She maybe
All
like
right.
2 minutes
You'll
in there,
learn.
just took the headset off. I don't want to play this anymore. Told you. But yeah, man. Those like some of the games are like ridiculous. Then well, Zuckerberg he said that he's going to work on that this year. A lot of like developing more meta verse things for like virtual reality because it said that was because two things was the glasses, what's called the I can't remember the name right now, but Meta Quest and also the damn it, I can't remember the Ray-Ban. The show the Ray-Ban stories.
Okay.
Also he did a good job collaborating with Ray-Ban because Ray-Ban that's the one thing they do just glasses.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that's true, and like high end classes too. So
Yeah. So those are two things that they were working on. So I mean, that'd be interesting one to be able to do.
yes.
Because I mean they have boxing match. Imagine they had like a freaking jiu-jitsu.
Right. Well, I was thinking about that. Like in reality, you could probably do like striking lessons and stuff like that. You know what I mean? You could get a lot of the basic stuff down, footwork down, stuff like that. You could do
Yeah.
like trainers and stuff that would probably teach you a lot.
Yeah. I mean they have Peloton classes. But people were sitting on bicycles at home. They should be able to do the same thing with the headset.
Yep. Something that recognizes your footwork, tells you when you're doing it wrong. When you,
yeah, because also you can measure your distance from the ground, changing levels, those sort of things.
I feel like that would be super cool.
Yeah, get people moving because also when you have the two type of worlds that you can meet, people that like to play video games and people that want to get a workout and things like that. They have another one. One of them is like a workout. It's like a lifesaver. Star Wars lifesaver.
Yeah.
Just like hitting stuff with the and stuff like that. That's one that exercises doing there.
That's cool. Yep. Yeah, I mean, it just make working out more entertaining.
Mm-hmm. It's not as boring. It doesn't feel like just like walking on a treadmill.
Right.
You just make it more entertaining. Different scenario, different stimuli.
Yeah. Plus, if they made like a version like you put gloves on and you like actually hit a heavy bag or something like that, but it's got like something coaching you, that would be cool.
Well, you can still use your hands. Some of the games you can use. You don't have the remote.
Okay. Yep.
You can use your hands because you can read your hands. So, for example, some of the things that, for example, you try and like pick a setting, and when you want to pick something, you just pinch your fingers, and that's what like the tap on the thing you want to select.
On the meta?
Yeah.
Really? That's cool. The one I played must have been an early version because it had two controllers that.
Yeah. This one has a controller too.
Huh. Okay.
This one has a controller too, but there's some versions that you want to use the controllers, you can use your hands.
That's really cool.
Yeah. Because my daughter, she has one that's like a imaginary like pad that like goes, so you can she just picks it up and grab it. It's like a axolotl or something. I can't remember what it is. She just pets it, but it's like you use your hands for it. You don't use the remote for it.
Okay.
The controllers.
I'll have to look into getting one.
Yeah,
that sounds really cool.
Yeah, man, you should try it. The only thing is the batteries don't last long. There's also some people that do a lot of like different stuff. They have like external batteries when they use it on the headset.
Really?
Yeah, I think the battery lasts like an hour.
Whoa, that's way shorter than that. Wow. Okay. Huh.
So you play 20 minutes, you see how you end up.
Yeah.
If you're playing for like 3 hours, maybe when you get out of there,
it took me a weekend to recover.
Dude, you be cocked out coming out of there. Can't do this.
Work tomorrow.
Yeah. You have to wear sunglasses all day. You don't want people to make fun of you. Work.
What happened to you? Don't ask. I do drugs.
Then what do you come across? Yeah, you should try it out, man. Another thing that I want to talk about was shout out to Elena.
Yes, that's true.
Black belt, 2.5 years from blue belt to black belt.
Deserved, no doubt in my mind. I mean, she's been dominating black belt since blue belt.
And she won worlds. A high level. Gi and no gi.
Yep. Yeah, she's next level.
But that's impressive.
Yeah. Especially in Danaher's gym. You know the competition she's going against. That's the thing too, is like Danaher. I remember like reading an article about like Danaher and promoting Sony to black belt. Or even to brown. I can't remember which one.
She's a brown belt now.
Yeah, okay. In that promotion, he told her, like, you are going to have to be beating very good black belts before I will promote you to brown belt because you have a target on your back because of who you are and who you're dating. And, like, Helena, I know she's not dating anybody, but, like, being at that gym and being, like, fighting the competition and training with the people that she's training against, I'm sure, to be a black belt among that kind of competition is crazy.
Yeah. And also, a lot of the competitors don't want to be making an example out of them by losing to a teenager in any competition that she was going in. They will come and bringing the A game because they know she was going to bring the A game, and they just playing around. They don't get gotten.
Yep.
That's what she's good. She improved like it also like sharpen iron, but also she like the people that she's going in the mat in practice is a lot tougher than maybe some of them in their competition.
I'm sure. Yeah.
But that's the reason she moved there. She wanted to get better.
That's the thing. Like, I have no doubt she's going with a bunch of guys. Like, I've seen photos of her training with some of the guys, and she dominates them too. Like, yeah. So
Anybody can get in.
that's the thing. Like, I feel like, yeah, just being able to train with some of the high level guys in there, I feel like that's got to be invaluable.
Because like those are really tough roles,
Mhm.
and you get fresh people all the time, and they are high level.
Yeah.
What are the chances that she would have to scramble that hard against one of her competitors?
Right. Yeah. Not likely.
Yeah. So her IQ is gonna be a lot higher
Mhm.
by just training with those people that are thinking one move ahead of her.
Yeah, and she does it casually too, most of the time. It seems like she's just, chilling.
Yeah. First of last, who's number one? The rear
Mhm.
naked choke.
That was against Maggie, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Or yeah, yeah.
Just what? Like it wasn't even under the chin. It was just on
No,
the
that
face.
was Elizabeth Clay, wasn't it?
Yeah, Elizabeth Clay.
Yeah. Yeah, I was really hoping that would be like a really good match, but to be honest, it was very one-sided.
Yeah. She like what she got in the back, that was game over.
Mhm.
We see that Dan and her team they're pretty good at that. Getting to the back. And then you see like some people lose control on the back and used to go into guard, but they usually just keep back.
Right, yeah, but she was solid. There was no, yeah, there was no give. There was no room for error there. And it's funny because it was almost like an anaconda, just slowly tightening up, getting tighter. There was no stopping it. You could slow it down maybe, but yeah,
Yeah.
the end was inevitable.
Yeah, Hickson Gracie was one of those guys that talks about jiu-jitsu like that. Go 1, 2, 3, 4. If you go from 1 to 2 to 3, you do 3, you don't go to 2, or you don't go back to 1. You just keep going. Just um progressively improving the position or the submission, unstoppable, like a freaking train.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what her game was for the at least for that match. Let's see what she will do next year in
Right.
ADCC.
I think that she's gonna run out of competition. I feel like if she, yeah, I truly think she will.
Because she's only 18 now.
Oh, shoot, what's her last name again? Helena Kramer.
Last ADCC last year in the finals, that's the only one she lost. She's the youngest ADCC finalist.
Who did she lose to? And I wonder how.
Decision.
That's crazy.
Oh, speaking of that gym, and Gordon Ryan having a feud with Toho flip flops.
That's a weird one. That's a
Yeah,
very weird one. I don't really understand what's happening there.
Gordon Ryan. Remember his future kimonos? That's one of his sponsors.
Right.
He dropped them to go with Toho, and he was trying to be part owner of the company for Toho. Because he was promised that he was going to get, I can't remember how much it was. I think it's like $5,000 a month from Toho, plus whatever they were getting in merchandise from him. But he never got a check. He never got a contract signed. None of that was done like they're supposed to. Whenever you run a company, they were given a run around. First, that they weren't able to get in contact with the lawyers, then they lost the lawyers, etc., etc. But meanwhile, Gordon wasn't getting paid for it. He dropped kimonos, future kimonos. And Venom was knocking at the door. Hey, you want to do collaboration with us? We'll be willing to pay you. He's a big guy in the sport.
Mhm.
And then Toho just decided, like their website, they just, I mean, not the website, but their Instagram doesn't have anything anymore. They blank out everything.
Really?
Once you try to look up Toho, and everything's gone
Right?
because they went bankrupt.
Yeah. Wow. That's crazy.
Because remember how many kimonos, like for example, like future kimonos, it was like rash guards, Korean rash guards that were being sold.
Right. Yeah. There's a lot. I mean, those are really popular brand. I liked them really well.
Yeah, it took forever to get whatever you gotta deliver,
Yeah, that's true.
but they were like a lot of people. I see a lot of people that were wearing those,
Hmm.
and I mean, he dropped them for freaking flip flops.
High end flip flops, like what? I
Well,
don't know
for
who's
twelve
paying
hundred
for
dollars
that.
flip flops.
Yeah, they no wonder they went bankrupt.
Mm-hmm.
Gosh, I have a pair I bought 5 years ago. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or like $20, maybe,
Yeah.
maybe.
They had like I saw the way they made was ostrich skin. Some other ones were the alligator. They have like kangaroo, like the different type of like leathers that they use for those
Mm.
flip flops. They were expensive. I think they had one. You remember? Do you remember watch Pulp Fiction?
I really haven't. But
There's freaking Samuel Jackson, the character, he has a wallet that says "bad motherfucker." They have one flip flop that said that this is
Funny.
leather,
That's funny.
and they have different ones. They have that one's like a dragon. They have, but those things were expensive though. Doesn't like justify spending that much money on flip flops.
Yeah,
But
it's just a weird one. I don't know.
but that's the feud that he was having with them Toho. I don't know if they still, I don't know if the website still, but their Instagram was down. Like they erased everything. Yeah.
$dollars.
Who's going to pay that much money on something that you're gonna be walking all day?
Himalayan crocodile, $5,000.
Mm-hmm.
Insane. I thought it was a
Yeah.
couple $100. I was not thinking thousands. Why would you invest in this?
Oh no.
Gordon's a loser here, man. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
I don't know, like who's willing to pay that? You have a big pool in jiu-jitsu and all those things, but in flip-flops, how many people? Yeah, a lot of people use use flip-flops, but they're not that much a fanatic to drop that much money on flip-flop.
Most people in jiu-jitsu are poor. We're broke.
Yeah. Yeah. Spending on tournaments, traveling, lodging, all that. You know, dropping that much on flip-flops. That is most likely, if you leave it laying around, somebody's gonna steal it in a tournament.
Cheapest one I've seen is $500.
That's a lot of money for just flip-flops.
Yeah. That's more than my whole outfit.
Yeah.
Like 100% of the time.
Including my watch.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do they sell rash guards? They do have. If you go into gear, they have.
No way.
What's
The
that?
traveling cuck chair with Craig Jones in the picture is sold out. $1,500 a piece.
Oh yeah, they're doing a collaboration with Craig Jones now.
I saw that. It's sold out though.
$1,500
$1,500
for a chair.
What? Yeah. They definitely
Oh
did
my!
it just because it's Craig Jones.
Official
Honestly,
chair.
110%. Getting Craig Jones to promote your stuff over Gordon will sell more. Everybody loves Craig.
He's a marketing genius.
Yes, he is. Gordon's an asshole. I mean, that's kind of what it comes down to.
Yeah.
Like, yes, he's very good. There's no disputing that. But Craig Jones is hilarious. That sells things.
It's Craig Jones with the BBL in the background.
Handmade aluminum frame. Dude, that thing, the aluminum frame and like the handles look like something my parents had from when, they first got married.
Oh yeah.
That's so like old.
15.
That's insane.
How many did they sell for them to sell out?
I'm really curious. I mean, it couldn't be that many because they're handmade, right? Can't imagine they're mass producing them, but still.
See the description.
No.
Click on the product and read the description.
The world's best cuck chair.
Yeah. 100% American made, food grade, vegetable, tin leather, handmade aluminum frame. Dude, no chill.
Yeah, you don't get away with anything with.
That's a lot for just one chair.
Yeah.
Someone dedicated to the craft, I guess.
Someone has to be. Yeah. Or dedicated to Craig Jones.
Yeah. Wow. On that note, do you have anything else for tonight?
Yeah, I think we covered it.
This is a good closing right there.
Yeah, it's great.
Good note to close on. Yeah. Do you want to close on?
Thank you guys for listening. I hope you guys enjoyed the cast. Really, diverse topics on this one. But please give us a listen and a like. You can listen to us on Spotify, YouTube, Amazon Music, iHeartRadio, iTunes. We are live on YouTube. So, yeah, give us a like, give us a follow on Instagram. I know. At this point, we're toeing the line. But while we're still here, be one of the few.
Before we still have the signal.
But yes, thank you guys for listening.
This is next time.